Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another video game collection video, and this time I'm going to show you my limited run games collection that I have acquired throughout the year. The first thing I got was Saturday Morning RPG, which I think was like February, so yeah, it's been quite a bit. So I've actually acquired a good, not even just games, all together I've acquired maybe like almost like 20, maybe 25 things. I'm not really sure, I didn't count, but I think around maybe like 22 or something like that. So let's get to it. If you do not know what limited run games is, go look it up. It's pretty obvious just from the title, limited run games. It's a website that sells games at limited capacity. Pretty much certain games will be like 2,000 copies, 3,000 copies, and when they sell out, they'll be gone forever. You can't get them anymore. So I always try to get I try to get there real early when they're about to be sold and get my copy. And usually I do pretty good, but I've missed a couple here and there. So you'll see that my collection is not complete, but I have a pretty nice collection nonetheless. So let's get straight off. Let's get started straight off with the first game I have. That was the first game I picked up from Limited Run Games. When I heard about Limited Run Games, I was immediately like, should I do this? Because the first game they ever did was Breach and Clear. The second game they did was Saturday Morning RPG, which I have a little protector on it for. And the reason why I was like, should I do this is because there's so many different things that are supposedly collectibles and rare, or will be rare in the future, or whatever, that never end up being rare. But I took a shot with this because this is a game I actually really wanted to play. I heard it was really, really charming and cool. So I took a shot at it. It was only like 25 bucks, so I was like, all right, fine. And this game right now you could sell for like $100 to $150 or something like that. So this game has skyrocketed in price. I paid 25, and right now that's how much this one goes for. All of these are brand new, by the way. They're not opened. So that's one, and that is their second game. Oh, actually it says LRP 01, which means it's their first PlayStation 4 game, because the other one they did, the first one was Breach and Clear, that was only on PS Vita. This was also on PS Vita. You know what, maybe I should just do that. Hold on. Yeah, I'll show, if I have the game also on PS Vita, I'll show that too. And I do. Look at this. Different cover art too. So I have Saturday Morning RPG on both. There you go. This one's probably, yeah, LRV02. So V for Vita, and of course this for PlayStation, or P for PlayStation, not this. So anyway, there you go. So I got both of those. That's noise. That's noise. That's noise. Is that a thing? Noise? I think noise is a thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, the next thing is the second game they did for PlayStation 4. And that is Oddworld New and Tasty, which is a game that also skyrocketed. Originally, when I bought this, I didn't get it for like 2 months. This is one thing I will say about limited run games. There's times where they're shipping. I mean, I know they, especially earlier in the year, they were a smaller company. Now I think they've actually kind of grown. But they were smaller, so I get that, you know, they might have some problems shipping things out on time. And this one I got 2 months later. This and the PS Vita version, which I have right here. Same cover art. And this is V03 and this is P02. So yeah, that kind of sucked. That I had to wait that long, but this also skyrocketed. I think this game you could sell for around the same price as Saturday Morning RPG. I don't know about PS Vita. I think probably a little bit less, but I have that and I have this. So far I have yet to sell a limited run game, so that's good. If I do, then it's not really that big of a deal. I have so many. Next one is Futuridium, which is the third game in the PlayStation category. Futuridium, I actually don't know what this game is. I figured I already got Oddworld, which I really wanted because I love Oddworld, and I got Saturday Morning RPG. I might as well keep going. So I got the third one on the PlayStation 4, and of course I also got it on PS Vita, which actually does have different cover art. So there you go. And this is V04, so I still missed that first game, sadly. Don't worry, I also missed a couple other ones. So that's a thing that will continue to happen, sadly. All right, next one is Zeo Drifter, which is a game I've heard about before, and it looked kind of interesting. I think it's like a roguelike. I'm not really sure. I only saw gameplay, so I can't exactly tell you how it plays. But it looks like a roguelike, kind of maybe like platforming kind of shooter, maybe? I'm not really completely sure, but I've only seen a little bit of gameplay. It looked interesting. I think I saw a gameplay trailer. I think it was probably during one of the Sony press conferences when they do the montages of indie games. I'm sure it was probably when that was happening. So you can probably get this on PS4 downloadable, just like you can get pretty much every other game that I've shown so far, PS4 downloadable. But this is on disc, so it's different. It's better. And this is P04, and of course, just like the other ones, I also have it on PS Vita. So there you go. And this is V05, so it's the 5th one. I'm making sure I didn't like mix it up and screw up and like have it out of order. Next one is Octodad Dadliest Catch, and if I'm correct, I could be wrong. No, I am wrong. Okay, so this is P05. So I have all 5 of the original limited run P games, but again, that's not really a big thing because I missed other ones. So I have the first 5. Cool. Again, I like collecting these as like, hey, look at this. I got like kind of a piece of video game history in a way, because you'll never see these on store shelves and like a lot of other PS4 and Xbox One, even though this is not Xbox One, but you know what I mean, other new gen games. You won't see this, sadly, because Octodad's amazing. You won't see this on retail stores, or retail store shelves is what I meant to say. And of course, I have it on PS Vita. Originally, when I said I don't think I have it on Vita, it's because I didn't think it released on Vita, but I do have it, so I messed that up. But anyway, got these, and this is V6, I'm assuming, yeah. V6 and V5. So far, I've gotten every one of them except Breach and Clear. It's the only one I haven't gotten yet. And I think this is pretty much where it starts to go downhill for at least the Vita collection. Next one, yep. Kinda. Alright, next one for PlayStation 4, and it's not on Vita, is Lost Sea, which this game, yeah, I didn't really hear much about it. I heard it's kind of like a, I can't even see the back because I have the postcard. All limited run games come with a postcard, kind of, with the game art on the front. I don't usually have, like here you can kind of see the Octodad one there. It's usually the same art you see on the front, so not really worth checking that out. But anyway, I mean, those are really cool. I really like them. Not saying I don't, but, you know, it's not worth pulling it out every time. You know, it would be kind of annoying. I also don't want to bend the cards or anything. And that's why I have these protective sleeves. But anyway, Lost Sea, I think it's kind of like a survival game. I'm not really sure. I didn't hear it was very good, but, again, it's a limited run game, so screw it. I got it. Okay, this is where... Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, this is it's a problem. Hold on. For some reason... Okay, my next game is Breach and Clear Deadline. This is the sequel to Breach and Clear. This was on PS4. I don't think it was on PS Vita, which is strange. Because the other one was on PS Vita only. Retail, at least. But this is only on PS4, I believe. This one kind of... You can see the postcard, but this one's kind of screwed up because they gave me a... protective sleeve that had a lot of adhesive on it, so pretty much I can't really take this out anymore, because if I move this too much, because there's sticky adhesive to it, I'll pretty much rip off the plastic of this game. Luckily, this one isn't one that skyrocketed in price. I think it's pretty much around like 40-50 bucks. I paid 25, so that's fine. But yeah, again, most of these I won't be selling. If I sell anything, it'll be like one game that's like $100 or $150, you know, maybe an Odd World, because I have it on Vita also, and I also have it on Xbox One, because I bought it when it was on Xbox One, so I have it, and, you know, I love Odd World, I really do, but having it on Vita is perfectly fine with me, especially if I could sell it for a little bit and, you know, have some extra money to buy other limited run games, and, you know, but I have yet to sell it, so that's something that hasn't happened. Okay, so big jump here. We went from All right, I'm just showing this again. This is V06. I'm just going to show the next PS Vita game I have here, which is Dragon Fantasy, which I think is on... Yeah, it's on PS4 also. But I decided I was getting a little bit low on money, and they had PS4 and PS Vita versions of this game. I decided to get the PS Vita version instead. This is V09. So you're probably going, wait, hold on, 6, and then you went straight to 9. So I missed 7 and 8, right? Yes, I did. But not really, because I did get the games. I got them on PS4, which I'll show you in a second. So there you go. I got Dragon Fantasy, which is a role-playing game, and in here is like amazing, but it's supposed to be a pretty decent little indie RPG. Old school RPG too, which is cool. The 2 games I got that were... Or wait, hold on. Oh, I already showed you one. Lost Sea was one of them, I think. Right? Or no, Breach and Clear was one of them. Which one was it? It was Dragon Fantasy... I screwed that up. I apologize. It was Dragon Fantasy. That was the one I didn't get on PS4. I was thinking of 2 other games that I didn't get on PS4, but it was really only one other game besides Dragon Fantasy. The one that was, I think, was on PS Vita and wasn't on, or was on PS Vita and PS4, but decided to get on PS4 was Rainbow Moon, which I have no idea what this game is. The reason why I got it on PS4 is because I literally went judging by the cover arts here, because I didn't know what this game was. I looked it up a little bit. It looks like a strategy game. Not really my type of thing, like a strategy RPG. But I went by the cover arts, because the PS Vita cover is literally a blank white screen, just white everything, none of this shit. So it's just white, and it's the logo, and that's it. So I just went by what I thought looked more interesting, and this one, even though it's still generic and kind of, it's better. So I went with that. That was P08. So I still have all of the PlayStation games, PlayStation 4 games for now. I'm sure I'm going to miss one. I also remembered, I missed, what was it called? Velocity or something like that? I think it's called Velocity on PS Vita. And that was only because I got home really late and my freaking phone battery died. So, and I didn't have a car charger, of course, so I missed out on that. I was like 5 minutes late. Right when it went up, I was 5 minutes late, and it was already sold out. And I was pissed. So mad. It was really my fault, because I should have charged my phone. But I had like 40% battery. It just drained. I fucking hate phones. So anyway, next thing, this was... Yeah, okay, so I don't think I have yet to... no... Wait, hold on. Yeah, I have. Shit. I did miss one. I was about to say, I don't think I've missed one PlayStation 4 game yet, but yeah, no, I missed 10. This is 9 right here. This was a big one. Shadow Complex. I love this game. And yeah, I'm a huge fan of original Shadow Complex, and when I heard this was coming to retail, I was like, or not retail, but you know, box. I was like, I can't wait, and I bought it. I was originally going to buy 2 copies, one to open and play and one to keep, but I decided, you know what, maybe it might just be a better idea to wait until Shadow Complex Remastered is like on sale during one of the sales during like Black Friday or something, and it was. I nailed it. It was like $7 on Xbox, so I bought it then. Then paying her like $25 for a retail copy, even though that probably would have been a better idea anyway, because even open, these games can still go for like 30 or 40 bucks. This one I don't think really skyrocketed, but I think it's like around 50 or 60. So again, you know, Shadow Complex though I will never be selling. So here's 10. Oh, I don't have 10. I don't even remember what the PlayStation 4 10 one was, but this is my last PS Vita one that I got. I skipped another few, and this is LRV13, LR for limited run, V13. So I skipped 10, 11, and 12 here. I don't remember what the hell they were that I skipped, but for the Vita, I think one of them was Velocity, so that's one. I can't remember what the other ones were. I'm assuming maybe, yeah, probably, yeah, it was definitely just Vita versions of 2 PS4 games that I'm about to show you. But I'm going to show you this instead. First, this is Volume. It's a little hard to see because the glare, but Volume, there you go. It has actually like a nice little holographic cover. This is a This is their newest one, by the way. This is their newest PS Vita game, besides Stealth Corps, which I didn't get, or Stealth Inc., or whatever the hell it was called. I didn't get that one because I was running low on money, and also I was like late on it. And I was about to buy it, and then I saw like 3 hours later it still didn't sell out, and it had like 70% stock. I was like, there's no way this is gonna be like a game that jumps in the price if no one's buying it right now. So I left it alone. So anyway, Volume I have, and that's my last PS Vita limited run game. So let's get to the PS4 games. Next one is, what's the full title of this? Mystery Chronicle One-Way Heroics, which was on PS Vita. Decided to get it on PS4 because I had more of the games on PS4. I don't know what the P10 was, though. This is P11. What the hell was P10? I really can't remember what P10 was. Velocity was only on PS Vita, so it wasn't that. It wasn't Stealth Inc. because that just came out now. And this one came out a couple months ago at this point. I really can't remember what P10 was that I missed. That I must have just got on PS Vita. So maybe it was that Dragon Fantasy? Maybe that was Dragon Fantasy. No, I don't think so. It has to be. Yeah, no, it has to be Dragon Fantasy because that's the only one that I knew was on PS. Yeah, I think it's Dragon Fantasy because I think that was on PS4. It has to be Dragon Fantasy. Yeah, it was Dragon Fantasy. Yeah, it was Dragon Fantasy. Anyway, One-Way Heroics. This game is actually really cool. I actually played a game. I'm pretty sure it was the same one. Maybe this is a sequel. It was called One-Way Heroics, where you can only go one way. And you can only go right, and you just keep going. I played it on Steam. It was really cheap. It was like a 70-cent game. I never beat it, but I only played a little bit of it. It was really cool. I'm assuming this is a sequel, because I think that game was really short, and if this is a $25 game that's like, from what I've heard, that original game's like 30 minutes, and that's a ridiculous price, but I'm sure. Oh, it even says like Endless Worlds here. Again, I'm not too sure. I barely played the first one, so maybe that game is really long. But I heard it like you could finish it really quickly. So again, I don't know. One-Way Heroics. Next one, and that was on PS Vita also. I just didn't get it on PS Vita. Another one that was on PS Vita was Thomas Was Alone, which is another one with a pretty lame box art. Not that I need a lot of flashy stuff on the box, and I know this game is very simplistic. It's just a bunch of squares and rectangles and shit. But I never played it. And I know a person that loves this game. I've just never played this. But now I have it. I'm never going to open it, though. But I have it. And I think I do have it on PS4. I think it was like free 1 month. Okay, and the next two and the last two games I got were two big ones for me because I'm a huge fan of this series. And these are the two Shantae games. Shantae Risky's Revenge, which is, by the way, Thomas Was Alone was P12. This is P13, and this is P14. And this is Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, and this is Shantae Risky's Revenge Director's Cut. I played the shit out of this one on 3DS. In the Pirate's Curse. I don't think I've ever played Risky's Revenge, though. I really, really like this game, so that's why I'm a kind of a fan. I also just bought it on Xbox One, so it was like $12, so I was like, I'll play it on consoles, too. I really like this game on 3DS. And I never played this one. So, and sadly, it doesn't look like I'll be able to because I'm not opening it. So, oops. But anyway, there you go. Those are my last two games for the limited run games collection. But I do also have, because they also sell these, a few soundtracks. They do sell soundtracks, and I have 5 of them. 4 on CD and 1 on vinyl. So you know what? Let's get straight to the vinyl because this one is really cool and it's probably my favorite thing. My most favorite thing. It's my favorite thing that Limited Run Games has sent out, and I bought it immediately when I heard they were selling it. This is Saturday Morning RPG, the vinyl. It has that really cool ass cover. I am actually collecting more and more vinyls. So I just bought the Last Guardian vinyl from Mondo. I'm really considering getting the Kubo and the 2 strings and the 10 Cloverfield Lane vinyls as well. Shit, I better get something to play these vinyls. This one was more of a collector's thing though, and this is in my display case right now, like kind of like on the side, on the not on the side, but it's all the way in the back of the display case. Maybe I'll put a picture in right now. Here you go. That's what my limited run games section of my display case looks like right now, and that's kind of a preview of what you can expect from my room tour, which will come one day. So anyway, there you go. That's the vinyl. But of course, as you would expect, I also have it on CD soundtrack. I also have on soundtrack. I have the soundtrack on CD. So there you go. And that also has a protective thing. This soundtrack actually goes for like 40, 50 bucks. So there you go. It was like 15 bucks too. The next one I have is Shadow Complex. Of course, I had to get that. They don't always provide soundtracks for when you buy games. So I don't think Oddworld had the soundtrack, which I would have totally loved to buy that. But they didn't have that. But they had Shadow Complex. Yeah. Alright. Next was Thomas Was Alone, which has even worse cover art than the freaking the game itself had. But I wanted to get this one because I actually heard the music in Thomas Was Alone was very good. So I got that. And the last one I got was the original Shantae soundtrack. And I'm talking about not like whatever the new reimagined one was that brought back Shantae. I'm talking about the Game Boy Color one, which is one of the rarest games you can get on the Game Boy Color. Shantae, the original. It says right there. I don't even know what. Original soundtrack. The Game Boy Color game. And here you go. If you wanted to see what was on that. But anyway, there you go. That was my limited run games collection. I also have a Retro City Rampage in my you'll probably see in the picture. But I also have Retro City Rampage on PS Vita in the limited run games section of my display case. But the only reason why I have that there is because it's rare and it's a PS Vita game. Nowhere else to really put it. I don't really have PS Vita games just in sections anymore. I don't really have many. So I just put that in there just to say screw it. But anyway, there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. And of course, in the comments, tell me what you want to see next. Think I might be doing another Xbox One and PS4 update. Maybe closer to Christmas, but we'll see. We'll see. I got a lot of new Xbox One games. I got rid of a lot of my older Xbox One games and got newer Xbox One games. So that'll be a better collection video to do now because I have so many different titles. And it'll also be kind of, not shorter, but it'll be like the same length when it comes to collection. Around the same length, like how many games I had, but different stuff to talk about. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Until next time, goodbye.